to disable it. If is post back equal to true, in such cases, this dot trace is enabled, trace dot is enabled equal to false. We make like this. Trace is an object inside the page we have here. This dot trace dot is enabled equal to false. We make. So with the help of that, what is happening? Trace is getting disabled here for us. So trace is basically to find out information about your page loading and rest of the say implicit data. You can find out implicit data with the help of this. Once again, let us render this. So much information you are getting with this. All this is related to page. On the page, normally what should be shown? The two text boxes, the label, then button. But this information we are getting with the help of the trace. Whenever you test a page, whenever you develop a page, when you test a page, at the time you can see the page statistics with the help of this. How much time page is taking overall. See here it's showing you the time in milliseconds. It's showing the time in milliseconds. Pre-init for how much time, then init for how much time, then init complete how much time, load is how much time, each and every event how much time it is taking to execute, it's showing you. With the help of this you can identify, further you can optimize the page. You can optimize page performance with the help of these things here. How much time each and everything is taking, you can find out. This is going to be control history. Whatever controls are available, you can get here. See, when you look at this here, first of all, we have here page is what? Services underscore ASPX. So total children in this are going to be 1336. Like this you have here. So then header control you have there. This title control you have here. Link control you are having there. Then followed by some literal control constant we have in that. Then followed by here it's a form. In the form control we have. In the form a linear control we have. Then web control text box you have there. Once again a literal control is available BR. Then followed by this is again text box is coming. Once again literal control you have there. Then label control we have. Once again literal control. Then button control you have here. So like this, what is happening? Whatever controls are there, they are being shown here. So this is nothing but control tree totally. How many controls are in the page? It's going to show for us. So few controls we keep, rest may be probably coming with them. So total size for the controls is going to be 1336 bytes it is. That means it's just 1 KB file size. It's going to be about 1 KB file size. Like this, the controls total size you are getting here. You can see render size bytes including children, total how much it is? 1336. So when number of bytes are small, less, in such cases what happens? The page loading can be quite fast. Then you have session state, application state, cookie collection, response cookie collection, request cookie collection, response cookie collection. What is cookie? You have an idea? So, Mansoor, you have any idea of what is the cookie?
Yes, a little bit. Yeah, cookies are some type of information saved on your computer, and like they can use session, make the session in your computer. Next time when you come back, same session they use in the, which save the data on your computer and go further. So this is basically session which is used for next if you come back, so they all the information save on your computer.
There are about 4 KB small chunks of files you save on the, it gets saved on the client's computer. So that is browser specific. It's going to be browser specific. Each and every browser maintains different types of cookies. A cookie can be expiring after some time. With the set time, it can be getting saved on the disk. This is basically the information when you send, whenever you request a page, you send along with your data. Your data is going to be in this form. Here, whatever controls you have, this is going to be your data. In these controls, whatever data you kept, that can be your data. The rest is what exactly? It is going to be the implicit data, which is automatically sent to the server. So you are sending to server automatically that data. This is called as implicit data, and whatever you type is going to be explicit data. So all this information you exchange with the server. So that's why it is called as request response. We can say protocol. This is request response protocol. You request something and you are going to be getting it. So like this one is working for us.
How do you?
Yes, Sandeep.
Yeah. how do you store the data
In
in
database.
cookies? Database, okay.
Yes, later on we discuss about it. We haven't come to that stage now. So just we are looking into the page, in the page, whatever elements are there, we are discussing about that. Definitely database, there are number of tools available. With the help of that, you can be saving with the database, you can be saving from database, all they are available. So as we progress, we understand those things. So here, when you come into this is exactly what it is, a services page. In this page, you have only three controls. The three controls are two text boxes, one label control, one button control. Like this, we have kept here total three controls. Two text boxes are available, one submit button, one label control. For them, we have a theme there. We have a theme folder. We are applying theme from this. What is the theme we apply in this? If you go to source, you can find what is the theme we are applying. Theme is going to be green. So in the green, whatever themes are available, that can be getting applied. And when you go into skn textbox.skin, here you can define different types of skins. We define two different skins for the text box, one skin for the label here. For label, we define one skin, and for text box, we define another skin. So skins are similar to CSS, which we do with the style sheets. It is going to be same thing in fact, but these are meant for ASP.NET Server controls. For ASP.NET Server controls, we can use it. Even when you look at these controls, you can apply a CSS style also for these. You can apply a CSS style for these elements also. Let me take and put one more text box here. Let me assign a particular type of skin in that. Sorry, a style in that. I take a text box from here again, just put here. So this is nothing but text box. This is exactly txt. txt some result. I write this. It is going to be txt result. Text equal to, it is empty here. You can put text equal to empty, like this. We are making it. Now come to design here. So in the design, you are getting another text box. For this, I haven't assigned any style. Let me assign a style now. Use by going into the style part. This is document type. Then in the header part, we have a style here. I define a new style. Type equal to text oblique CSS. I want to define some particular style for the text box also by using this. So here I put like dot t style. In the t style, try to set like color. Put like red here. Red color I want to put in this. Color is going to be red. Then similarly, font size I take. Font name, font family, Arial I put here. So these I am applying here. This I want to assign with the text box. Come to design. So need not come to design. Here you have the text txt result. Here you have CSS style. CSS class you can take. With the help of that, you can be applying here the normal style also. With the help of CSS class, you can be assigning the style to the given control there. To the given control, you can assign a style. This is normal cascading style sheet style. It's not any skin. So either a skin you can assign, or you can be assigning a CSS class. So like this, you can define a class that can be assigned with the normal ASP.NET Server control also. Now when you type here, it comes with the red color. You can see this is coming up with the red color here. So red color is getting applied. So this way, style you can put here in this. Fine. So we have seen what exactly the page is. So here we know that there are different implicit objects like request object, response object, then similarly server object, application object, session object. These 5 objects are going to be very, very important for us. There are 5 implicit objects which we use very much. Request object, which is responsible for incoming request. Response object is responsible for sending the content to the browser. To the browser, a page has to be sent. So who is responsible there? Response object is responsible in that. Similarly, we have a server object. With the help of server object, you can find server-side resources. Whatever server-side resources are there, you can find with the help of the server object. Something like that, from one page to another page, you want to get redirected. In such case, server you can use. Similarly, you want to find out here something like a absolute path of a folder you want to find out, of a file you want to find out. In such cases, you can use map path. With the help of that, you can find out. So you have a predefined server object. Then similarly, you have an application object called as application object. So with the help of application object, you can manage entire application. Entire application you can manage with the help of the application object. As long as there is life for the object, as long as the site is running, the application object is available. But once site is down, application object will not work for us there. Okay, reason the site is down. Again, when you restart the site, application will be getting started. So application information we can keep with the global.asx file. There is a file called as global.asx file. In the global.asx file, we can maintain that maintains total global information. That means entire site information will be maintained in that. So whenever you launch your site, whenever you start site, so site is going to be running. Site is going to be running forever. And whenever you request a page, at that time, simply your page is created and it is sent. So from the running instance only, the page is created. Whenever user is requesting some resource in the server, so it's going to be creating a thread for the user. Using the thread, it's going to be serving for us. So what happens exactly? You upload a site into server. Then after that, you start the website. So once you start website, it's going to be running forever. It's not like an application. Normally what we do, we start an application, we close the application. But in the case of web applications, they have to run forever. Is it true, Sandeep? Websites, do they run forever, or whenever you want to start, you start website, and whenever you want to stop, you stop website? Normally how websites run, I think they run all the 24 hours, all the 30 days, all the 365 days, they should be running. Is it correct?
Yes, I think so.
Otherwise, suppose you have a website, anytime people can try to see that site. Anytime people may try to see that. Therefore, if site is on always, in that case, it can be accessed. So 24 hours the site should be running. Otherwise, people can't access that. So therefore, whenever you start site, it is going to be coming in the scenario. I mean, the application starts for the site, then it's going to be tracking information of the site. Now let us try to see one important feature in sites is we have a hit count. You know what is hit count? Have you seen any times hit count with the sites?
Yes.
Yes.
Hit counts is how many times the customers visit the site.
Yes. So that we need to maintain now here. We have to find out how many times the site was visited by a user. So we can find out here now. For that, see one example here. What I do, I create here one file called as global.asx file. So here it is, add followed by, this one is going to be a global application class file I should create. This one is called as global.asx file. Global application. For the entire application, this is going to be available for us. So this is called as here global. So this will be here global.asx file. The file has been created. This is called as here global.asx file. The file is called as here global.asx file, and here itself you have the code. In this itself the code is written for us. When application is starting, application is ending, application error, whenever you get error, when session is starting, session is ending, all that information you are going to put in this. Okay, so you can see here the information related to the global.asx file. It's containing events like application start, application end, application error, application session start, session end. Session per user. Whenever user tries to access a website, a session starts. Whenever user closes browser, at that time session will be ending. But application only once it starts, as long as website is running, it's in the start only. The mode is going to be started mode only. Whenever you put the site down, at that time application comes to end. The application start information only once, whereas session starts can be many because number of users they come and they try to access site. Whenever user is accessing site, that is called as session start. Whenever user closes browser, that is called as session end. So like that we can be maintaining information. And sometimes what happens, there can be errors. In such cases, we can track the error with the help of the application error. You have application start, application end, application error, session start and session end. These are going to be the events with the ASP.NET. So global.asx file, it can maintain information related to your site totally. Now come to here, come to this point. Then in this, I want to create one hit count. I want to create here one hit count. Therefore, I write like this: int, then hit count equal to 0. This is, I assign here a hit count. Hit count variable I am going to be assigning in this. Then here what I do, I come this way, then try to assign this hit count to application object. I can do like this here. Application is a predefined object available for us. We have in the bottom application of, we can take like this, then right here. So what do we put? Application, then dot application dot followed by, we take here add. So you can add a key value pair in this. Dot this is followed by, we put here add. Then here inside this we can put a key as well as a value. We can put a key and value. So site visits, we can put like this. Site visits. So here in this what I do, site visits equal to, I put it as here hit count. I can put like this here hit count. Site visits equal to hit count. I am keeping like this. Right now initially how much it is? It's going to be 0. Initially this one is going to be 0. And here one more thing, what I do, I start on the top. So here, whenever I come to, okay. %@ import system dot IO. Fine. So here I want to create one folder called as app data folder. As I was saying, there is a special folder called as app data folder. I create here a app data folder. That's basically meant for application data. App data folder I create. This is nothing but ASP.NET folder. It's going to be ASP.NET folder. So in this folder, I am going to maintain just one information. That information is going to be hit count. I want to put every time. I want to put every time the hit count in that. So here, first of all, I find out whether file is existing or not. Site visits.txt file is available or not. I want to check in this. So here, take like this. If condition, if system dot io dot file dot exists. I want to check for the file. File should be available with the app_data folder. In that folder, it should be available for me. Then how to go to that particular folder there? Because my first website is going to be root of your application. But physically you require file to check whether file is existing or not. So in such cases, you can use here server object to get the absolute path of it. Server.map path. We are going to be mapping the path of the root directory. Like this you can take. This is the path of the root directory. So root directory path you can get, that's called as here my first website. That's going to be the root of your site there. It's my first website. Then plus we put here, followed by here slash, then right here app_data folder. And inside this we put it like this, visit count .dat file. Visit count.dat file we can be making here. So system.io.file.exist server.map path tilde plus app_data visit count.dat. This equal to, if it is existing, then in such cases we should open the file. Then by opening file we need to put into variable there. Otherwise we don't do anything. We cannot do anything otherwise in that. Okay. Whenever application is starting, we maintain the hit count like this. If file is existing, the existing file data we can read here. Stream reader, here it is system dot io dot stream reader. SR equal to, here it is new system dot io dot stream reader. Take like this, then followed by, here we can specify the path of the file. So file path we need to specify that. What is the file path again? This is going to be file path for us. Okay, right here string str visits is equal to, we try to read first of all data. Sr dot read to end. Whatever data in that we have, we try to read to end here. Till end of the file, we are trying to read data into this here. So all this we put in the try catch block. We can put all this in the try catch block. So what we do, we close here the file sr dot close. Go with that, we'll be closing the here file irrespective of the condition. So here if it's getting successfully executed, that executes, otherwise it comes to finally block, then it can close here. We are reading till end of the file in this now. So after reading we can convert into integer there. So right here hit count equal to, it can be written as here hit count equal to, we are going to write this way, hit count will be equal to, now in this int dot parse, just write here str visits. It's going to be str visits. Like this we can be taking it. Then after that again we put into application object that particular thing. We can put into application object here this one. So it can be fine. This is going to be here site visits. We can be hit count, we are going to be writing that way there. So if it is capable of reading, it can read, otherwise whatever value is there in that, it can be taken and written to the application.add site visits hit count. Similarly, whenever the application is ending, at that time you can in fact write this to the file. So whenever your application is ending, at that time it can be written to the file. So same thing we do there again. We come to this point, then whenever application is ending here, so if condition we take system.io.file.exists, take like this. This is the path we take here. It's not required, in fact, not required, because whether it's existing or not, we try to do it. Stream writer, this is going to be SW we put here, then we don't read now in such cases. This should be here stream writer. Stream writer, this is with the help of stream writer we'll be writing it. And here hit count equal to, what we do is we find out like this int.parse, this is fine here. In this application, then dot application of, here we can take the string site visits, then dot toString we can use here. ToString we convert, and again that we convert back into integer, and we can be writing into the file there. Hit count we are going to be writing like this, then followed by, here it is sw.write, we are writing it. Then in this hit count dot toString we do like this, we are converting it to string, and it will be saved into the file. Ultimately we have to close the file. Whenever application is getting ended, we have to write back to the file, and whenever application is starting, it tries to read from the file. If file is existing, it can be read and it can be put into the file there. So with this, what happens, how many times you may shut down the site, next time when you start previous visits also, you can be tracking with the help of this. For that purpose, time being we are trying to put into file here. In a file we are trying to write data, but where we are going to keep it, we are going to keep in the app_data folder. It's basically meant for storing data files. This one is called as global.asx file. So in this file, you can write code which is related to entire site. When application is starting, when application is ending, when session for a user is starting, session for user is ending. Similarly, whenever there is any error, you can track here with the help of these things. These are the events they fire whenever application is starting, or when session is starting, or at the application level when you have an error. Here these are going to be getting fired. So therefore what we do, when our application is starting, we are tracking hit count, we are retrieving hit counter, already previous hits if you have any, if you save to file. Otherwise what happens, it can be taking a 0 hit count, then subsequently when application is ending, you are going to write hit count back to the file there. So like this we are doing it. Understood here, Mansoor, why I am using the global.asx file?
Yes, yeah, I'm getting, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Here you are going to write the site, visits information to the file, then you are going to retrieve it. So for this you have events like application start, application end, like this you have here. Now come back to the page. You can be visiting any page. It may be product page or it can be any page there. Whatever page it may be, when you try to visit at the time, hit count should be available for you there. Hit count you have to get. Come to the services here. Come to the services. In the service itself, I would like to put that information. In the service itself, I want to put the information. So let me come to the services page here. Services page is something like this available for me. So something like this is available for me, and somewhere completely on the top I want to put here the visitor count. I would like to put here. I come to this point, then here in the paragraph I'll be making it. I put like this here. So this I want to make as, okay, paragraph P we have here. Okay. Instead of using paragraph, let me use a simple label here. ASP, then colon, this is label here. ID equal to PV, we put here page visits. Then run it equal to server attribute is required. So like this here we make the label. So in this label, now I would like to put some text. Text equal to, this is going to be empty here. It's going to be empty. Here we put the information related to text. Services.aspx.cs, here I am going to put it. Whenever page is getting loaded here, we need to put the information. Whether it's post back or not post back, we have to get information related to that particular thing. So therefore, here try to put that particular information. Okay, so fine. So normally, whether it's post back or not, we need to put the information here. In either of the cases, we need to set it here. Since we are ending here, we try to put here itself, but that will not be loaded. Okay, so this point, therefore we come to the products. In the products, let us try to put that information otherwise. In the list of putting the services, we can come to the products. In the products, let us try to put that. Control X, and come to the products here. In the products page, let's try to put that. So product.aspx, we put here in the form tag, here itself we try to put this. It should be showing information related to products, but is it ASPX page? Yes, this ASPX page here we try to show. Whenever page is getting loaded, I want to find out here hit count. So application object is available for us. In the application object, what is the key value there? Key is going to be for us. This is nothing but here site visits. We have here site visits that we have to take. So this one is in the products.aspx.cs. Here we put. This is label. What is the control name? PV, that is fine. PV dot text equal to visit count equal to, put plus here. Then after that we try to put PV dot. We have a PV. So PV is appearing for us. Application we take here, followed by in double quotes we use here site visits. Dot to string we can put here. So it's going to be converting into string. We can set like this. Similarly, whenever you go with page visit here, write here int. Okay, it's not required. Extra button we kept there. It is not required. Int. Write this count equal to. Now we take like this int dot parse. So we take this point here. Then this is we are converting into integer. Then write here plus 1. Then after that here we write application followed by here of site visits equal to, you're trying to write it as here count dot to string. Count dot to string, you're trying to set this way. So what is happening with this? It is trying to show you the visit count. Initially how much it is, subsequent visits with that, what is happening, you can see here. So try to put here a button. We try to put a button. With the help of that we try to show this ASP colon, then button, here it is, run it equal to server, text equal to, this is post back, show like this. Then after that here id equal to btn, submit, we put like this. So this way we are trying to show the button here. We use button. With the help of this button we try to render again and again this particular thing here. Now view in browser, widget count is 0 for us. Widget count is 1, 2, 3. Like this, what is happening? Widget count is getting incremented for us. So 10, like this, you are getting the widget count getting incremented. Let us stop it from running like this. After this, what is happening? Whether the file is getting created or not, let us check. So let us check whether file is getting created or not here in this. We come to here, refresh this. in this app data folder, what is happening. Refresh folder and try to see. Nothing is seen here. Then go to the save all. First of all, I say here. So this is my first website where exactly it's getting saved. I see here. MVC, my first website it is. This is here MVC. We need to take. Here it is my first website. Okay. And here app data folder we have here. It's not getting created for us. The file is not getting created. So reason, it is not installed properly with the IIS. So if it is getting installed properly with IIS, this can be working properly. Since this is not installed with IIS, it can't be showing everything for us. If you put this into IIS, Internet Information Services, then in such cases, it can be working perfectly for us. Since this is not put into IIS, so this can't work as we expect. Reason, it is only development server. On the development server itself we are working, otherwise it could have worked for us. So it could be working for us otherwise, but here we are not starting properly the application. We are launching the consent page there. With the help of that page we are trying to work. So therefore what is happening, it is not actually properly getting saved. It's not getting saved. So here application, when it's ending properly and when we start properly, in such cases all this will be available. But here it's not getting application. This first of all should be in the container. The container is what here IIS for us. So since there is no IIS, things as you expect may not work here. But normally this is the way you can be saving the widgets here. If you come back now here, if you try to run same page, again it can be starting from 0 only. One minute. Any changes in this? You come to AS, data folder. Data folder is empty only. Okay, CSS page. Where it's getting saved. Are you having anywhere file name? Nowhere file is getting saved. Okay. Fine. So reason, the development server is running internally, because if you come to this here, server probably is running, development server is running. If you close development server, at that time everything can be set to 0 again. Let's see here, when mouse setting, IISXP is running here. Are you seeing, Mansoor? Are you seeing this one here? There is an icon called IIS Express which is running here. If you turn this off, so in these sites you have like this localhost 49887. So if you stop this one, in that case again hit count will be going into 0 there. I say exit. Are you sure you want to stop all the worker process and exit? Yes, I say. So when you exit that, in that case again hit count will be coming to 0 again. So minimize this here. Then after that, if you try to run again, it is going to be coming back to 0 in such cases. Now this time probably it's creating, I think. Go to app data folder and try to refresh this first. Okay, so still it's not created. Fine. Though you are not coming out, IIS Express is running there. Now come to here. Okay. Come to this point and try to run this again. Now widget count has become 0 again. So go this way. So it's increasing, number of widgets is increasing. If you close page, what happens? The application is not put down. Application is not put down there. Now come to this IIS here, IIS Express. Click on this here, or else you click on this, my first website. You can stop the site. Now previously you were closing total IIS. Let me stop the site there. When you stop the site, what happens? See. Now come to here, the app data folder. Let us try to refresh. Okay, go to this here and try to look into app data folder whether any data is available. No data is available in this. This is my first website. Again, app data folder we take. Even here also now there is no data available for us. But when you start running again IIS here, come to the application here. So here what happened with IIS? IIS is running. IIS also stopped here actually. Reason there was only one site. Because of that it has got stopped. Again start running this one. View in browser you say. Now hit count has come again to 0 here. So like this, whenever you stop the total site, visit count comes to 0. Otherwise, it can be having like this. Now stop this. Then after that, once again, try to see the site here. In browser, now it says visit count 20. It's showing visit count 20. So since IIS is running there, you can have information like this. This information need not be in the same page, even in other pages also, you can be tracking. Now how much it is? 36. Even other pages also, you can be tracking that. Need not be in the same page. Even other pages, you can be having that information. So this one is IIS. Go to show all applications here. My first website. Even using this local host, you can be accessing this from some other browser also. Need not be from here. Even from Chrome, you can be accessing it. Local host, how much it is? 49887. Come to this here. Put this way. HTTP colon then slash slash localhost. What is the port number we use in that? Port number 49887. You can put here 49887. With this here also you can be seeing it. Fine. Page name is what here followed by services.aspx. Now it is coming up like this, or it is products. We have a products page. We can put here products in this. We have here products.aspx. We put like this. Now widget count is showing here 38. So 39 like this. Now come back to this one here. From this environment, we can see. Once again, try to render this. Saying 45. If you come back to this, it can show now 55 here. If you click on post back, it's showing 55. So like this, you can be tracking the page count here. So when you visit a page again and again, you can be tracking here page count. This we could achieve with the help of the say application object. We have written code with application object. With the help of that, we are achieving it here. So using global.asx, we initiated this process here. We created here a application object. In the application object, we have created a key called as here str widgets. Further, initially we kept a 0 value. So subsequent widgets, what happens? They can be incremented again. They can be saved back to this particular folder here. So this way, we are trying to write it. In this manner, we are trying to save it to file. So here we maintain in this manner. Whenever application is ending, at that time it should be returned to file. It should be returned to file here in this location, but it's not doing it. Reason, let me find out here. What is the reason? So whenever there is any error, okay. So in the case of error, application ending, at that time also cannot show anything. So you can put into some file here. Okay, here it is, stream writer. System.io.streamwriter sw equal to new sw1 I take here, new streamwriter. Here file name is going to be server.mappath error log txt. So here write sw1 dot write ex dot message we put here, followed by it is here sw1 dot close. We can be closing here the file. If there is any error, we can be finding out in that file. In the root folder itself, we are trying to show the error log txt file. We can find out when there is any error in that. After that, we close it. Then once again, try to run the product page here. So this way, it's going for us. Now come back to this one here. So go with the IIS, then my first website, then stop site. Stopping site is nothing but ending the application. It's going to be like that. Now click on this here, then go to the file and see whether any file is created or not. First of all, let us check in that. Go to this one, let us see any error file is created or not for us in this. Refresh this. When you refresh, you should get some error file, if at all any file is created in this. In the root itself, you should get the error file, but no such file is created here. No error file is created in this. No error file is created. Let us come to this here and see from here whether any error file is created for us. So we refresh. So it's not getting created properly. It's not working since it's not part of container. So it is not working properly because it's not a full-fledged IIS. So when it's full-fledged IIS, it can be working. But anyhow, like this, we can be tracking the page visits. So, I mean, from time to time, you can even put into database this one. From time to time, you can be putting even this particular thing in the database. So in the database also, this can be kept from time to time. And one more feature you see, suppose you don't want to, whenever somebody is coming to page, at the time itself also, it can be retained to file. Instead of waiting for the application end, every time you can be putting it into the concerned file. So for that purpose, we use like this. Take like this, and as soon as user is visiting here, take product.aspx only. So in this itself, we try to put into file. Here we are setting it, then try to write into file here. Then this is catch exception ex, we put ex1 we put here, then like this you write here. Finally we put in the finally we can close the file here. The sw we can be closing here. Sw.close we have here like this. We can put like this. So hit count is not available here. Declare the hit count variable. In this write int hit count. Like this it can be written here. Int hit count equal to 0. Initially we put like this. So file can be written now this way here. Every time with every hit count it can be written for us. Okay. But here what happens, simultaneously number of users they can be trying to access this. So therefore what we do, we can be locking it for the time being. Right here application dot followed by lock this one. We can be locking this application, then after that we can be unlocking it. So application dot unlock. So what happens with this, simultaneous visits can be simultaneously people try to write on the same thing, it will prevent that. So with the help of this what happens, suppose you are trying to write something, at that time you are locking application objects, then once your writing is finished, what you do, you are going to be unlocking. So with the help of this what happens, there cannot be any collisions, there cannot be any corruption takes place. So you can put a lock on the application. So whenever you are trying to write something with the application, at that time what happens, it's going to be getting stopped there. So at the same time, when somebody is trying to access it, at that time also what will happen, when somebody is trying to access at the same time, for that user has to wait for some time. So when lock is removed, at that time the user can be again writing back. So like this we are applying a lock on the application, at the same time we are unlocking like this. So this way we put here lock and we can be unlocking it. Now with the help of this, let us see how this is going to be working for us. Whenever you visit a site, it's being written into the visit count.dat file. Like this, we try to put here. Visit count is 0, 1, 2, 3. Like this, we maintain here. Okay, I stop this now here. After that, what I do, I go to the concerned folder. In the folder, I check whether that is getting created or not this time. Go to this app data folder, then refresh folder. Now this time visit count we are getting. You can see the visit count.dat is coming up for us. Now what I do, now what is the visit count we have in this? Again, let us try to render this. Once again, I try to render, view in browser this one. It's going to show visit count as 9 for me. 10, 11, like this, the visit count is shown for me here. Now I stop it from running. 21 was the last visit count. So it should be 22 next time when I try to go with the site there. So I go to this IIS here, then followed by I stop the IIS here in this. What I do, I can stop the site. I'm stopping the site from running now. The site is actually stopped there. Even the application also got stopped. What I do, so application also got stopped. Now here when I try to again show the page, what happens, see in this. It is showing visit count as 22. Seeing here. So what is happening? The visit count is going to be shown as 22 here in this. 24, 25 like this, it's showing for us. So how many times people are visiting, you can track easily with the help of this here. So whenever user is visiting a page, it is written to the file there. Visit count, how much it is, 47, like this, it's getting incremented. Now I stop it from running, then followed by, I come into this point here, then try to stop the IIS totally. I stop IIS, I exit totally from here. I'm exiting, see. Are you sure you want to stop all the worker process and exit? Yes, I want to stop it. Now again, if you launch here, this one, what happens at this time is, it will show the previous count only again, because it's available in the file. From the file it is taking and trying to show for us. So like this, you can put into some file or you can put into database. From there you can be picking up. Even though, sometimes you are forced to reset the server. IIS you may have to restart a number of times. So if you restart every time, if you restart the IIS, if you don't put in the database or in the file, what happens? You lose the previous visitor count information. So therefore, if you preserve in a file or if you put in database, you can retrieve it when you need it. So like this, we are maintaining here visit count. Understood this concept, Sandeep here?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm writing into file this one. I'm trying to put into a file. From file I'm going to retrieve. So how every time I'm retrieving from file, whenever you start websites, using the application object I'm doing it. You can look into application object. With application object I'm doing it. If you look at the application global.asx file, here see, whenever application is starting, at that time I retrieve information from the given file. So from the file I'm retrieving data, then with the help of that I am trying to show you the visit count. Previously, how many visits we had, we can find out like that. Application start meaning is what? Your site is totally down. When site is down, when you start again site, that is called as application starting. So when you start application, it can be getting accessed like this. So whenever user is visiting a page, at the time what I do, I am writing that into file there. Normally for every page we don't write. Once for every site visit, we write it. Whenever user is visiting site first page, at that time we write. Every page we don't write. So for the home page itself, first time we try to write into visit count, that is. So like this, it is going to be working for us. Mansoor, understood this concept here?
Yes, I try to do that. Yeah. It's good. It's good concept. Yeah. Very good example. Yeah.
Count, you can be, finding out how many visits a person seen. Like this, you can find out. Now come back to other things here. When you look at toolbox, you find so many controls. So you find so many controls in this. We have 3 button controls. We have 3 types of button controls. One is a normal button. Then next one is actually link button. One more thing is going to be image button. All the 3 are basically buttons. But user interface changes. In the case of button control, looks like a button. In the case of link button, it looks like a link, and in the case of image button, it looks like an image. On the button, you can put an image. You have a button control, you have a link button control, you have an image button control. So on the button, button can be shown like some rectangular area on the screen, that can be button. In the case of link button, it shows like a hyperlink, and in the case of image button, it can be shown as an image on the screen. So you have button control, link button control, and image button control. You have 3 buttons on that. A normal button, a link button, and one more thing is what? An image button. You have like that. So in the case of the link button, it's going to be looking, in the case of button, it's going to be looking like a normal button. If it's a link button, like hyperlink it looks. In the case of, say, image button, an image you can place on the button. So an image can be appearing for you. So let us see how different buttons we have in this. So go to another page here. This one is ASP controls. ASP controls, I put the page as ASP controls. Then here I try to put different types of buttons. I can go to toolbox. From toolbox, I can be dragging and dropping, or I can just click there. First of all, I use a normal button. After that, I put a BR here. Then you take here link button, try to put there. Then put a BR in this. Take here image button, try to put the button image there. We can put here image button. BR we put like this. So you have total 3 different types of buttons in this. One is the normal button, second thing is a link button, third one is going to be image button for us. We have like this here. So go to button. This is normal button only. In the case of link button, we go to properties and we change the text in this. In the place of link button caption, we put it as redirect me through server. Like this, we have a link in that, link name. Redirect me through server, we have there. So this is what button. In the case of button, submit me to server. Put like this. Here it is what submit me to server, like that we put there. In the case of image button, we should put some image. Do we have any images in this? You have a user.jpg, button.png we have here. So for this we can be using some image. We can take it. For this we can apply the image. Take image URL. Then in this we put here button.png. So we go to images folder. Then this is button.png. Put like this. It is showing like this. This is called as here image button. So instead of showing any kind of text on that, we can be putting images. This is called as an image button. There are 3 types of buttons with the ASP.NET. So as far as ASPX pages and ASP.NET is concerned, we have 3 types of buttons. One is what normal button, second thing is link button, third one is going to be what here image button. So all of these actually send data to server. All of these they can be sending data to server there. So with submit me to server also can be first of all sending control to server. Nothing but post back, that is similar redirect me through server or share. Like this you can be having here information. So when you click on the submit me to server, it should print this is posted back. You can think like this. Let us try to put response is an object. With the help of that you can be sending data. Response.write. So what do we write in this? Response.write. Button is clicked. And page posted back. Like this you can put message. Page posted back. Like this we are going to get the information in this. Button is clicked and page posted back. Like this you have to get information. In the case of this one here, what we write? Response dot redirect. We put here response dot redirect, and here what we do, we are going to send to some other file there. Into products.aspx we try to send this. We try to send to products.aspx, then try to put here response.redirect. Here in this, we can write products.aspx. Like this, we can be putting this. So it can be sending to products page. So when you click on the link button one underscore click, you can be sending it to products.aspx page. Similarly, when you look at the image button, in the case of image button, it's going to show services. Here it shows response dot, or we write here instead of using response, this time we use service object. Server dot, you write here transfer. You can use here server dot transfer. With the help of this, you can be transferring it. Server dot transfer, followed by here it is. Again we take products.aspx. Like this, we can be sending it to the products page. Both of them are sending to products page, but this one is with the server, and the above one is what with the response.redirect. There is a difference between response.redirect and server.transfer. With the help of server.transfer, in the same site, we can navigate, among the pages. We can go from one page to another page in the same site as far as server object is concerned. But when you look at response object, with that what happens, you can be getting redirected to any page, and you can go to any site there. It can be even cross sites. So it can be some different site also. It can be some other sites, need not be in the same site with the same page. You can access a page within some other site also with the help of the response.redirect. But as far as server.transfer is concerned, with the same site, you can be transferring the control from one page to another page. This is the basic difference between the response.redirect and server.transfer. Understood, Sandeep, here?
Yes, yes.
So when you do with the response.redirect, you can send it to any other site also. But whenever you go with the server.transfer, what happens in that case? You can be transferring with the same site. In the same site, you can go to different pages. This is the difference between the response.redirect and server.transfer. Let us see how this is going to be working for us. Coming to this, we try to here view in browser this one. Shows like this. I click on submit me to server. It says button is clicked and page posted back. Message I am getting. Submit me to server. It's giving like this. Redirect me through server it is. So when you click on this, it's showing visit count equal to 53, post back, it is showing like this. Now click on the post back here. It says 54 simply. Now come back to this. Okay, come back to this one here. Now when you click on this image, what is happening in this? This one is also coming into the other page. But if you look at the header here, you can find some difference there. Click on this here. So what is happening now here? ASP controls.aspx. Now here, redirect me through server. If you click on this, here page name is changing. Products.aspx you have there. Okay, you come back from here. Now when you click on this image button, what happens in this? Page name is not changing there, but you are going into another page here. You come into another page, but here URL is not changing. URL is going to be same like ASP controls.aspx only. If you look at the redirect, in such cases response.redirect, that is changing there. It's going into products.aspx. Okay, but when you come back to this and when you click on the image button here, so what is happening? It is showing you the same page name, but control is coming into products page. This difference you find between the response.redirect and server.transfer there. So with the help of server.transfer,
why we use transfer?
Yes, Mansoor.
Sorry, I just to confirm which cases we use transfer.
See, you don't want to show each and every page name. You don't want to show each and every page name. In such cases, if you want to transfer from one page to another page, at the time you can use server.transfer. Exactly what page is getting accessed, user should not get an idea. User should not know the page names. In such cases, you can use server.transfer. You have a website. Okay, URL should not be understood by anyone. User should not know URL, but still you should be navigating from one page to another page. In such cases, you can use server.transfer. I show you that example. See here, I'm trying to show all these pages in that, how they can be useful to us. Okay. Let me stop first of all this one from running. Now come to application. Okay, we come into this page here. In this page, we try to create. Do we have any home page, home.html we have? Do we have default? So default.html we have here. We don't have anything like default.aspx. Let me create here one default.aspx. So let me create a new page, add new item. This is going to be default.aspx I create. So in this I try to put few links. I'm going to put few links in this. So the links actually are going to work like this. This is going to be here. Say link name is here ASP colon link button. I put like this. So link button we use here. Then ID equal to, this is what LNK1, put like this. Then here HR okay, link 1 this is, then followed by run it equal to server. Like this I'm trying to show you. So here I want to go to services. I want to go to services. This I kept like this. Services I want to go. Then similarly I go with this here. Then put here products, other one. There are two things in this available for us. Assume like that. This is going to be LNK2. We have like this. This is what exactly products. Okay, this is products. I want to get the service of, I want to know details related to services and products. At the same time, the user should not know from what page actually the services information is coming and products information is coming. This is for security purpose. What is the physical page? They should not know. How you can make that happening there? With help of the server.transfer, you can make it. Now I want to make the default page as a startup page. Go to default.aspx. Here I make this as, this I am going to make as set as start page. I am going to make this as here start page. When you come to default page in this, you write code for this. Let us put a gap between them. Here let us try to maintain some gap. So how to maintain gap in this is, we put here span, then this is style equal to margin, padding I put here, padding right, put like some 50 px or say some 30 px I try to put in this. I want to put this much. So span, then with the help of this you find a lot of difference between them. Like this you have difference now. I click on the services. When I click on the services here, it should be coming into the services page. What I do, server dot transfer I put here. In such cases, what exactly it has to get for me here in this is going to be services. Write this services dot ASPX. We put like this. This way we can set it. Then here write this server.transfer products.aspx. Like this we are going to be setting it. Services.aspx and products.aspx we are getting like this here. View in browser now, or I just start running this. So what is the default page I'm going to get here? So it is going to be for me now in this default.aspx I'm getting like this. This is the default page. It's showing automatically for me. If I click on services, services page is coming, but here it's not changing. On the top you see it's not changing. So similarly, you click on the products page, what is happening? It's coming into products page, but on the top it's not changing. So what happens with the help of this? You may be going to home page. From home page you can be navigating, but exactly the page name is what you can hide totally with the help of this server dot transfer. With the same site you can be transferring. It can be much fast when compared with the response dot redirect. At the same time you can be hiding page names. What resource exactly you are accessing, you need to hide. So with the help of this, you can provide some protection with the hacking kind of thing or cracking kind of thing. When people know about your page, they try to even do some kind of web scraping. You have an idea of web scraping, Mansoor?
Sorry, what is that? Web tracking?
Web scraping,
Sorry.
web scraping. Web scraping.
Web scrap.
Scrap means
Web scrapping.
yeah, web scraping. Scraping meaning is you just go to web, from web you try to get the information. So if you know the page name, you can get the data from the web page. So therefore, in order to prevent such things, what page exactly, what page the resources are available, data is available, you can hide totally. What user requires is what here in this user has to get information. From what page information is coming, user should not know that. If user knows about that, the user may try to crack or say some hack certain things. So that's why you can prevent the page names getting displayed here. From what page it is, we are hiding totally in this. Or we getting here products and services names there, we are not getting. So it's just showing the default page itself. So like this, you can be using server.transfer. With the help of that, you can be navigating from one page to another page. So in that process, what happens? Every time the page name will not change there, it's going to be same, but what is happening? Still you are getting navigated. Like this, you can hide the page names there. What page exactly you are visiting, you can hide with the help of the server.transfer. Got the concept here?
Yeah, I got it.
But in the case of response.redirect, what happens? You cannot hide like that. It is going to display the overall URL for you. But here URL is not clearly shown to you. So first time whatever you see, that is only available to you. With the help of server.transfer, the transfer can be quite fast because in the same site that is. Second thing is what? It can be hiding the page names there. Exactly what page you are visiting, it can be hidden there. So like that, we can do here this one. Even if you remove this default.aspx, just you put 49987, the page comes there. What page is coming? Default page is coming for you automatically in this. You're getting. Now when you click on the services, you can go to services. Again you can come back to this. When you click on products, what is happening? Here products page is coming. So from where exactly you are starting application, how you are navigating, no clue on that particular thing here. Are you getting any clue in this now? Mansoor?
Yes.
So you are navigating from one page to another page, but you don't have an idea of it. Exactly what resource physically you are accessing, you don't have any clue, you don't have an idea. So this is a better security mechanism.
Correct. Because the hackers don't know which page I'm navigating.
Yes. So with the help of this, easily you can do it. Because everything we have written in the backside, in the server only. The code is written in the server. So when you click on services, it's going to take you to that particular page. But that is hidden totally for us. Correct?
Okay.
At least in the address bar you can see,
Yeah.
you don't see that. In the address bar you are not seeing that. So when they try to access service, when they try to access directly also, it's not possible there. Since they don't know, they can't access directly. But when you click on this, it's going to product page. Similarly, when you click on the services, it's going to services page but not showing here. So like this, you can use the server object.
Oh, it's not showing. Okay.
So these are all intricate things actually. So once you understand all these, then definitely it is going to be useful to you.
Okay.
Dragging and dropping controls, writing few code, that can be done by any designer. Normal designers also they can do it. But understand all these intricacies, that is very much required.
Yeah. Okay.
Got my point, Mansoor?
Yeah. Sorry?
You got my point, what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, internally how things are working, how they can be useful. So if you know them, then definitely In the better way, we can design, we can do it. Okay, so we meet tomorrow then.
Yes.
See, often my
I
time,
have a
often my time, as I told you yesterday, there is power problem with us actually. So 2 hours, 3 hours is power cut, like it's going on actually. Really horrible weather conditions are prevailing. Due to that, I could not come online.
Okay.
okay.
I have a question, general question.
Yes, Sandeep.
Uh, just wanted to make sure. After ASP.NET, are we going next? Which topic we are going next to?
After ASP.NET, Windows Forms we do. Windows Forms.
Okay.
That is.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Thank you.
So
But
next
ASP.NET
next
itself
week
is
you
going to be vast, in fact. It's a very big thing actually, ASP.NET also, because so many things are in this. Yes, Mansoor?
so next week you will be finished, right?
Yes, next week by 5th, probably we finish it.
Okay. And I have a one more question on the previous year lecture.
Yes.
Write down on the file upload.
Yes.
I have some issue on that. So which good time to discuss?
See, I try to come
What is
online
a good time?
today. I mean, if you, but try to be available in your morning time, please. I may be troubling you by making you to wake up by early. But if power is on, if everything is fine, I can be coming online. So that's the only reason I'm not coming online. Please don't think the other way. Reason is power
Okay.
problems we are facing here. So as soon as the as soon as power it gets restored here and internet is on, then definitely I can be coming online. There
Yeah.
is no problem for me. Only problem is with heat and with the power problems we face these days.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So, tomorrow, when you are convenient, you can a message
Yes,
on the
yes,
Skype.
yes.
So
On
we
Skype, on
can
Skype. Try to
discuss.
come online with Skype, so I can be
Yeah.
pinging.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. You said June 5th is our last day of the training, or
June
is
5th or
ASP
June
dot?
10th it can be. For further grace time we may take some time, 5 6 days we may take, because ultimately you have to be proficient in this. That's my intention.
Oh, so our training doesn't end until. So you're saying our training ends June 5th, or
By
we
June
are
5th, June
finishing?
10th it may be ending. But after that you can be in touch with me whenever you have any questions, whenever you have any doubts, you can be asking me that. There is no problem with that, Sandeep.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah.
normally it ends, but it is not going to be like that. As long as you, require help from me, I can be helping you. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I probably need help on that, a lot
Definitely,
on
I
that.
mean, I do no problem with that. Don't bother about that, first of all. So, whatever you are trying to understand, try to understand in the proper way, the solid manner, try to understand it.
Okay, so June 5th is our last day,
June
or
5th
June
or June
10th?
10th, we decide that.
Okay, okay, okay.
That is.
Yeah. I'll be starting class after that either way. So
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.